Welcome to this tutorial about our newly designed BIM objects for the complete series of ASSA ABLOY revolving doors. Your time is valuable to us. To support you in the best way and ensure that you reach the right level of detail in all your projects, we have created these easy-to-use BIM models. All families can be found via our website or BIM-objects. In this tutorial, you will get to know our new ASSA ABLOY revolving door families by viewing the basic and specific features for each family. We will also cover added features for projects in the work preparation phase, such as built-in space reservations for different floor options, and more. In this YouTube video, you can easily navigate back and forward between the chapters: basics, compact revolving doors, high-capacity revolving doors, work preparation, and advanced options. This complete 7-model lineup is shown here in a project environment. The families have been created in Revit 2019. If you are working in a newer version of Revit, you could simply upgrade the family. For example, in this tutorial, we use Revit version 2020. If nothing is visible after placing the family in a project, please set the detail level to medium or fine. In the coarse detail level, only the clearance zone of the revolving door is visible. The clearance zone is the minimal space reservation needed for the configured system. This clearance zone function is very convenient during clash detections, so be sure to check the box when exporting your model to IFC. We will continue in the fine detail level, and will keep the clearance zone box unchecked. In this way, all details are visible in 3D view. All configurations are done in the project environment. There is no need to go into the family itself. All parameters are kept under Properties, so you have a clear view of the model and see the changes you make directly. On the Properties menu, all models have a similar setup, starting with Graphics, Materials, Electrical, Dimensions, Model Properties, and Other. Each section has parameters for configuring the revolving door. Under Graphics, certain visibility options can be toggled on and off. For example, the clearance zone and ASSA ABLOY brand name. When night closing doors are chosen, they can be visualized in the open or closed position. Under the Materials and Finishes tab, it is possible to change the color of certain parts of the revolving door. Under Electrical Engineering, you can see the power usage and needed values for installers. You can change the voltage if necessary, and the amperage will change accordingly. Under Dimensions, those of the revolving door can be changed. The Model Properties section lists possible options for each specific model. You can select options based on building demands or customer needs. Certain options are for work preparation and for future possibilities. Under Other, some non-visualized options can be found. These can also be used for work preparation and facility management. In this way, a digital twin of the system can be created in the final 3D model. Let's start with the most common revolving doors, the RD3 and RD4, with slim or frame type profile systems. Select either the frame or slim profile system. In the Dimensions section, you can enter the preferred dimensions. The model will snap to the nearest possible dimension. It should not be possible to make a mistake here, as the model restricts to what is possible within the system. The same goes for the height. These dimensions are restricted to the availability within the system. It should not be possible to make a mistake here. Under Model Properties, the number of the revolving door wings can be changed to either 3 or 4. Each version has its advantages. Extra information will be shown when you hover the cursor over the property text. This can reveal useful information relevant to design choices. Next, we will change the model to the frame profile system. The burglar resistance class has also been programmed into the model. When you select this option, you will see immediately if it is possible with the selected measurements. Here, you can see that this option requires a higher fascia than previously configured. So be aware that this option might overrule earlier choices. Structural elements needed for this version are also added on the model. The family has numerous possibilities. However, the file size always remains acceptable, and the model changes rather quickly after each selection. In this way, changes and options in the model have limited impact on overall performance of your project. Now, we will show the ease of adding mid-rails in the outer walls and night closing doors. Under Model Properties, go to the outer wall and mid-rail. Here, you can find important information under the cursor, as this option is not applicable when the burglar resistance box is checked. In order to change that, first uncheck the burglar resistance option. Then select the mid-rail option for outer walls and night closing doors. Finally, check the box for the night closing doors. Mid-rails are now added to the model. For the inner rotating part, the mid-rails can also be added within the frame profile system. To change this, check the Door Wing Mid-rail Wanted box. Now, you might close the night closing doors under the graphics properties in order to make the mid-rails more visible. The height for the mid-rails can be modified under Dimension properties. Set the desired value until it has the desired height. When you change from a 4-wing to a 3-wing door, the mid-rails selection will remain. Within the frame system, you have the option of creating a very sleek version and using the outer walls of the slim profile system instead. Notice the profiles from the frame systems. Now choose Slim Outer Walls Wanted under Model Properties. The glass goes directly into the top cover of the revolving door. This creates a nice open design with the slimmer profiles, retaining the ability to have a breakout for an emergency exit on the revolving door part. The slim version of the RD3-4 has some specific features to choose. The slim Y-stern has a more narrow profile for the rotating inner part. It's also possible to have it without the sensor shaft for a more transparent look. This option has some restrictions. These can be found while hovering the cursor. Some properties are there without visual changes. These are used for work preparation further along in a project. This way, a digital twin can be created of the actual system as delivered. These were the basic features for the ASSA ABLOY RD3 and 4 models. Most of them are also possible for the ASSA ABLOY RD100 manual door with power assist, RD150 automatic speed control, and the revolving doors for access control. The differences between the families are the functionality and specific measurement restrictions. In this part of the tutorial, we will take a quick look at the RD100 family. The RD100 is a manual revolving door with power assist and has limited options compared to the RD3 and 4. The breakout option is not available on this type of revolving door. The push bars are visualized. Select either the vertical or horizontal version. We will now take a look at the RD150 with automatic speed control. This model has some measurement limitations compared to the RD3 and 4. The maximum diameter is 3 meters, where the RD3 and 4 can go up to 3.6 meters in diameter. This type of revolving door has no emergency breakout option. In cases where the breakout function is needed, you can use the family for the RD3 and 4 model instead. The RD150 has a specific function of being able to adjust its speed to that of the users. Overall, it's very similar to the RD3 and 4 in the frame profile system. We will now take a look at the RD300, which is a fully transparent revolving door. This version is driven from the floor, so it needs extra attention when it comes to space reservation on the floor. If you have checked the clearance zone box, you will see the space needed for the drive unit. The RD300 has specific options. For example, a concealed sensor cover for a sleek look. This sensor cover houses the detection sensors. Without it, the sensors are placed directly on the top rim of the revolving door. The night closing door option adds transparent versions of these doors to the model. A control post can be added for placing push buttons or the program selector. This option is also displayed on the model. Let's have a look at the high-capacity revolving door, type RD3L. In this model, the door positions are displayed. Under Graphics, select the Breakout or the Parked option, which will change the position of the doors in the model. The diameter of this revolving door is not applicable under the dimension properties. There are only a few diameters available, which can be picked from the top pull-down under Properties. Specific to the RD3L is the Extended Foot Trail option under Model Properties. The height for this option is adjustable under Dimensions. Mid-rail options are similar to those of the RD3 and 4. The height of the mid-rails is also adjustable under Dimensions. Uniturn. The Uniturn is another high-capacity revolving door. This model has also different positions as displayed. Notice, for example, the parked and the open options for the midsection. We mentioned the breakout under Model Properties. However, this is only to be used as a secondary escape route. In the Uniturn, the midsection can be opened both manually and automatically. These options are displayed on the model in the way they open and close. The desired option can be selected under Model Properties. Other possible modifications are similar to those of the previous models. Chapter Work Preparation, or more advanced options. The families contain additional options, which can be helpful for work preparation. First, we will take a look at floor preparations. Under Model Properties, select Ground Ring for Unfinished Floors. This is the ring on which the revolving door is positioned. This function adds a space reservation, and the ring depth in the floor can be changed under Dimensions, so the builder will know to prepare for it. The Carpet option adds an object in the revolving door with adjustable height, so space is reserved for this as well. In certain situations, you would want to place the revolving door on nature stone elements, and there is an option for this. First, deselect the ground ring option. Then, select the Threshold Natural Stone option. It is a bit difficult to see on screen, but it is right underneath the revolving door, and it creates a space reservation for it. Another option in the families is water-resistant cover, for situations where the door is in an entrance where water may accumulate. It adds 50 mm height to the clearance zone, which will create a height difference in the middle of the door, allowing water to flow to the outlets. When a night closing door is positioned in the middle of an entrance, just check the door placement outside option in combination with water resistance cover. And a beam is set on the roof. In most cases, the waterproofing will be done against this beam. It is possible to select specific glazing for the revolving doors. So you can match the glass specification with the burglar resistance option or other requirements. When glass is filtered in a project, it will be visible in the glass lists. Under Graphics, the Breakout Symbol Visible option displays the International Emergency Exit sign on the floor plans. Make sure the option Breakout Capability Wanted under Model Properties is also checked. When an air curtain is selected, the power supply adjusts to the correct output according to the diameter and width of the revolving door. So when selecting Air Curtain Wanted does not check the air curtain box above it, this means that a restriction is in effect. The info under the cursor tells us that a 360 mm fascia is needed for this to work. Under Dimensions, change the height to 360 or higher if needed. After changing the height, the air curtain is set, and the amperage for the air curtain is shown under Electrical Engineering. We believe these families will speed up the design and engineering process for you. Moreover, this will reduce failures and unnecessary adjustments later. We hope this tutorial has helped you understand our models, and hope you will enjoy working with them. If you have any questions, please contact your ASSA ABLOY specialist. We are happy to help you out with all your automatic door challenges. Thank you for watching, and we hope to meet you soon!